It's time!
Oh yeah, it's time for Miss Lou Champion Sports Talk.
I knew these two guys when I had hair.
For me, it was just all about being coachable, being approachable, being a good team guy, and being what I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be.
Where were they getting the hair from?
I think they took it from his lower back.
Okay.
And they moved it to the top. With me, Ronnie Calhoun, and the legend, Joey Martin. It's entertaining, informative, and sometimes a little crazy. So sit back and enjoy the show. Hey guys, before we get started, we want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun here with Miss Lou Champion Sports Talk. Back with my man, Joey Martin. How are you?
I'm good, brother. Glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you, man. As always, we're brought to you by Magnolia Bluff Casino. If you're interested in becoming a table games dealer, Magnolia Bluff Casino Hotel right now is offering a free dealer training class covering blackjack, Texas Hold'em, and more. To sign up, to learn more, contact Alan Carter at 601-597-0018. Got to be 21 or age or older. That's a pretty cool opportunity for some people. As always, we're driven by Sango GMC, our buddy Mart Sanguinetti and his champion team in Winsboro and Vidalia, and all of our awesome partners, including Concordia Sentinel. And thank you to all of our military veterans and our men and women serving all over the world currently. Without you guys, we couldn't do what we do here. So, Joey, what we got this week? Before we get into that, we got a great show today.
Yes, indeed.
We've got Delta Charter head football coach, our buddy Blake Wheeler, and senior players, Will Wiley and Braden Fairbanks. That's correct, guys? Seniors? Yep. Senior players. And we're looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
It's our first time to have them on this year to talk about their upcoming season. So that'll be a fun segment for us. Before we get them in, what's going on in the local world?
Recap last week. Of course, AC and Cathedral played their second games. And
yeah.
AC dominated St. Al. That was 41-14. It was 41-0 at half. Louisiana Lafayette commit Coleman Carter threw 2 touchdown passes, and your buddy Adrian Walker had a couple of touchdown runs.
I saw that. Yeah, I was proud of him.
Carter was 7-12, 168 yards. So good for them, 2-0.
I think most of those stats were halftime too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And defended their title, of course. And St. Al's got some problems. They haven't won a game since their season opener in 2022.
Yeah. And
last year was the first year they went without a win since 1913. I think you were a toddler then.
Close.
Cathedral scored the most points in the game since 2020, cruising past Central Hines 55-37. Enjoy going to that game and seeing the old stomping grounds, and what an atmosphere always at Cathedral. And of course, Tom Granning has that field just immaculate.
Oh my goodness! You were texting me. I was actually sick that night, and I was wanting to go to the game with you, but I could hear our buddy Walt Brown over and over and over. I can hear it from the house, and so I could hear the touchdowns coming through the window.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird game. They jumped out to a big lead, took advantage of 3 turnovers, and then Central Hines had an onside kick, and of course he had some subs in, which you've got to do. You've got to get these kids experience, and so Central Hines kind of made a little comeback, but it was still not anything threatening.
And I think that's healthy as you go. I bet Coach will probably tell you that too.
Yeah.
As you go into the year, you want to be challenged. I mean, you don't want to beat somebody 60-0.
Well, there you go.
Every week,
there you go. And an important experience-wise as well. I mean, we'll talk to Will Wiley later. You know, he's been behind Javari Singleton, and he did get some playing time last year. Now he's at quarterback, so that's huge, getting that game experience.
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy Fred Lane, he had
he was on the show.
15-yard touchdown run. So good for them. Jumping over to softball.
Somebody said, "Man, I can't believe y'all got Fred talking." I'm like, we were glad to see him talking. I thought that was awesome. He did a great job. But there was a lot of people saying, "Man, he's a great kid."
Yeah,
he caught talking like
he got caught a pass and just kind of got sandwiched, and he had to sit for a while. But I was worried about his ribs, but he's okay, so that's good news.
Yeah. Okay.
Jumping to softball, Cathedral defeated ACCS 7-1 Monday. Lily Crum 3 for 4 with a home run, 11 Ks. Molly Shirley 3 for 4. Lady Wave beat.
Molly go.
Yeah. Lady Wave 13-2 over Centerville. A grand slam for Kinsley Young. So they're playing good ball. And Cathedral pitchers over 17 innings have not had a walk. So hopefully they can keep that going. They actually got packed apart Tuesday night at their place.
Okay.
So they want everybody to come out. They're encouraging young girls to come out in their uniforms and stand on the infield during the national anthem. So that'll be cool.
Okay. Yeah. And then Kinsley also, speaking of Grand Slam, we had her on during basketball season. Great basketball player too. So they've got a lot of good athletes over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I want to mention one other thing. Kid from Faraday, Jaden Turner. They were doing tackling drills last week before, and he dropped his head, which, tackling drills, you learn how to tackle. He dropped his head, had a small fracture in his neck, but he's doing well now and expected to have 100% recovery, no surgery. So
is he in Baton Rouge?
He was at Our Lady of the Lake, but he's home now.
Okay. Yeah, prayers for him and thinking about the family for sure.
Yes, indeed.
You just did an article whenever I was in high school. We had Darnell Farr that had that same thing happen at practice and didn't turn out as well for him. He's had a long battle.
Yeah, yes.
But that was a great article that you did.
Thank you. Because of him, boy, he was really.
Yeah, he's a great dude. I still see him around sometimes.
Absolutely.
He's still got that same smile, even though he may be in a wheelchair or whatever. He's still got that same smile that I remember from ninth grade.
Sure.
So,
great attitude.
Yeah, anything else on the local front? We'll get these boys in and hear about their season.
Sounds good.
So, all right, we'll be right back with the guys from Delta Charter.
Playtime, game time. Anytime is a good time at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. Play to win our Magnolia Money Explosion giveaways and our $12,000 Summer Cash Splash Grand Prize. Win your share of $200,000 this summer at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. It's always a good time. Visit magnoliabluffscasino.com.
Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Miss Lou since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today. We want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. All right, guys, we are back with more Champion Sports Talk with our Delta Charter folks. How are y'all?
Good, pretty good. I'm good.
We've got Braden Fairbanks, Coach Blake Wheeler, and Will Wiley. We appreciate you guys being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Y'all, everybody getting excited about the season?
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
Everybody ready to roll, huh?
Yes, sir.
So tonight, we normally do this on Thursdays, but this week we had to move it to a Friday. But so it's tonight. Y'all lace them up for the first time tonight, right?
Yeah, we actually had a scrimmage last week against Beacon and Charter.
Yeah.
And, this is another tune-up game.
Okay.
The regular season starts.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Glorified scrimmage, as they call it.
Glorified scrimmage.
Exactly.
Joey, I'll pass it over to you, as they say in football, and let you get us started this morning.
All right. Well, Blake, your 8th year here. When you got here, there were 6 different coaches, 6 years. Did you think you would still be here 8th year?
I really did.
Okay.
I honestly really did. because, whenever my wife and I talked about it and prayed about it, we felt like God was leading us in that direction, and, it's been a great ride. We've had some great classes, great kids. I've had some great experiences, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, it was brutal early because you're the district you were in, but y'all hung with a lot of folks.
Yeah, it was. That's the one kind of trademark of the teams that I've had is they've always been gritty. They've always been tough, and it didn't matter who we were playing against. We were going to go out there and give everything we had, So, but yeah, that district was brutal. Glad to be out of there.
I know you are.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last year when we had you on, talking about. I remember asking you about building a team and putting your stamp on the program and all of that. And I remember you saying that was one of the things that you always wanted to do, was just no matter what your talent level is, you want to be that gritty team.
That's right.
I think that goes a long way, not only in football, but in life in general.
Sure. Absolutely.
Grit will take you a long ways.
Yep.
And ask you along that point, every team's different. Do you have to adapt to your personnel each year?
We do. We've got, different schemes within the system that we can accentuate different strengths. And, like Will, he's really good outside the pocket, being able to get out there and make plays. And he's also a deceptive runner, too. He runs the ball really well. But, we just try to play to our strengths, like this year we should, be pretty strong up front, have a good offensive line, which is exactly the opposite of last year. We thought that we were going to struggle there, but we ended up having, a good year.
Great job.
But yeah, we try to accentuate our strengths.
You just about got everybody back on the line, don't you?
Yeah. We've got everybody back. Our center moved over to guard, and we have a sophomore who's doing a really good job now at center. So they've done well. They progressed nicely.
I'll ask you guys, we'll start with you, Braden. How different is it being a senior?
It's a lot different. Getting to do stuff first, have a lot more of a role to fill, being a leader, all that. It's a lot different.
Awesome. That you will.
It's definitely bittersweet. It's nice to be the top dog, but knowing that's your last year, it's kind of sad. But other than that,
And I want to talk about this guy right here. In this age of transfer portal or wanting to be top dog right off, he's waited his time to be quarterback. Did a good job under Javari, and now it's your turn. I mean, that says a lot about you and your character, that you've waited and learned from Javari.
Yeah.
And what's it like now being?
Well, it's definitely a lot of some big shoes to fill, but I've grown up learning the offense, and just doing what I can and growing each week, and always having a role on the team.
So how different is it to be this year, knowing you're going to be starting quarterback each game?
I mean, you just got to go through each preparation each week. What you got to do to get what you got to get done. So, I mean, it's just a role to have.
So what did you learn in the previous years?
We kind of kept the same core plays. Always asking Javari what reads to make, which holes to hit on anything. Just trying to soak up as much as I can. Which is definitely some big shoes to fill.
Absolutely. Braden, you're kind of a, like you say, a vocal leader, or do you try to be more vocal? Or
Yeah, I always try to.
What position do you play?
Middle linebacker.
Middle linebacker. Okay. So you got to be vocal. You got to be yelling.
Yeah. Play calls and stuff.
Yeah.
Got a new defense this year. A lot of new stuff to learn.
How's that been?
We're picking it up. It's a lot different. We've ran the same thing for a while, so the senior season coming out and having to learn all this new stuff.
You're like, come on, coach, don't do it to me now.
Well, they got Richie Spears in there, and and let's talk about that as well. Last year, you had a skeleton crew coaching staff, and now you got good help this year.
Yeah, very good coaching staff this year. Richie comes with a ton of experience. He teaches the game really well. And those guys are working hard to pick up on the defense, because basically I told Richie, I was like, welcome to the club.
Here.
Take the defense. So, but yeah, it's been fun to watch him work. You know, he's brought a lot of good traits to our team. You know, and he's fit right in. So we're blessed to have him.
Defending district champs, does that put any more pressure on you guys?
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. You know, with that, the same Fred and
Right. General Trash.
General Trash, yeah.
Mhm.
It's definitely more pressure. You know, bigger schools coming in, but you know, I think we can hang with them. You know, give them a fight. A good fight.
And how big was that for you guys to be part of the first district champion team?
It was bitter. I mean, it was really sweet. Not no bitter. You know,
Mhm.
especially the year before. You know, getting blown out at home for and then going down to their home and beating them, and giving them their own taste of medicine. You know,
Right.
really nice.
Coach, I'm actually going to give all three of y'all an opportunity to answer this question. Is where are the similarities in last year's team that won a lot of games and this year's teams, and what are the differences? That I'll give each one of you guys a chance to, from your perspective.
I mean, we had a lot of really good seniors leave, like Davis Cooper, Javari Singleton. Them being gone, it's a lot different. New quarterback, me having to step up, lead the defense. It's a lot different.
Are there some similarities that carry over?
Yeah, the line. We kept a lot of people on defense. We got a lot of seniors on defense this year, so that's definitely good.
And Will, I'll let you answer before Coach, because Coach will ramble on these things. You know, that's what coaches do.
Yeah, the offense. I mean, it's just little bits and pieces we had to plug in. You know, but I think everybody's fitting into their groove well around this time. So, I mean, I think as the week goes, we'll mold together and become stronger. So.
Yeah, Coach, what do you see as the similarities and the differences? And
the similarities, I say we have the same type of kids. You know, hard workers, guys who are tough, guys who are focused. You know, and it's good to have. We have 11 seniors this year, so they've been in the program, for a good long while now, so they know my expectations. They know, what I look for out of a practice, what I look for out of a pregame, things like that. So not much has changed on that front. I've watched different guys like these two guys. I watched them step up and become leaders of the team. So that's a really good thing, really encouraging to me to see. Differences. We have more experience line.
Yeah.
I would say, and like Braden led the team in tackles last year, and he's returning, so that's a huge plus. We're deeper along the fronts than we have been in previous years. We're able to get some good rotation going in there, and like you said, Joe, Will being able to play in a big game against like Delhi Charter last year, year before, kind of threw him, into that situation where he knows what to expect. He knows how to handle himself, so I have full confidence in him and, his ability to lead the offense.
It'd be strange not seeing Davis out there.
I told Braden he's got to grow his hair out a little bit more and the hair flowing through the helmet. But.
Can you tell, I know Josh Lowe was talking about, I know how we're going to play by how we practice all week. Is that something you see as well?
100%. Absolutely. And I'm encouraged by this week. Our level of focus really seemed to amp up, and guys paying attention, asking questions, that sort of thing. And like I told them, I said, Friday night's not the time to ask questions. I said, that's Monday through Thursday whenever you ask questions, So, that's been incredible.
Yeah, Drew Brees, I saw an interview one time. I may have shared this with you before, but he said, they said, you've won so many games on a Sunday and this and that. And he goes, wait. He said, I've never won a game on a Sunday. And they looked at him confused. He said, I win games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He said, Sunday, I'm just having fun. He said, I've never won a game on Sunday. I win the games during the week.
That's exactly
And that kind of stood out to me because that preparation in anything in life is so important.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ask you guys, what do you do for motivation before a game? Anything in particular?
Just I think about how in my whole time playing high school football, we haven't won a playoff game. And that really drives me.
Yeah.
I really want to win one before I leave.
Yeah,
Got you, Will.
adding on to him. So just going out there to win really is the main thing. Going out there to dominate your opponent and trying to come out on top. I mean, it's not that much motivation for me. I've always been competitive, so it's just natural.
Is there any kind of music you listen to or anything before a game to get you ready?
Whatever.
I'm a big rock guy.
I thought you were gonna say
Metallica,
Taylor
Korn.
Swift.
I'll shoot him a text before the game sometimes. Add this to your playlist. Check this out.
That's awesome.
You like that hardcore rock?
Oh yeah.
Get you pumped up? What you listen to, Will?
A little bit of everything, mainly for games. Just a little bit of rap, get the blood flowing. Just I don't know. I mainly listen to that. A little bit of rock. I try to stay away from as much music as can. And I'm a little bit different when it comes to that before a game.
Focus in.
Focus in.
Yeah.
Well, we've asked the other guys, is there a favorite place beside your home field you like to play? Or
I mean, our previous district, my freshman year, Oak Grove was really, really nice. It was really nice.
Yeah.
But, Tinsel.
pretty hostile too, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. That big, don't they have like a big tiger in the end zone or something?
Yeah. They got a lot of stuff at Oak Grove. A lot of really nice
A
stuff.
lot of intimidating factors.
Yeah. How about you, Braden?
I remember there was one time we went and played at Hanson Memorial. They had a nice field, and every time they scored, they'd shoot this cannon, and it would scare you every time. Look, it was so loud.
They'd laugh at me because I was jumping on the sideline. I was like,
That's a pretty high scoring game too.
yeah.
And there'd be smoke everywhere. It was pretty cool.
Coach, I haven't ever asked anybody this question on the show before, but something I've noticed about you over the last couple of years of us interviewing you, and you mentioned it earlier. You talked about you and your wife praying about being here and everything. Let me ask you, what role does faith play for you in this whole picture? Being a coach, being a leader.
I think it's the number one role. I think it's the top role. I think it's the most important thing. And I try to get that across to these guys. Like at practice, at the end of practice, I'll call on different ones to pray. I think Will led us yesterday.
Yes.
This morning we had our prayer breakfast. We have speakers there. We play worship music, and because ultimately, that's my role is making sure these guys become good fathers, trying to make sure they become good citizens and good husbands, and men of faith. I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ, and I want to share that with these guys because it's great having that faith, being able to have somebody you can always depend on, so I try to share that with my players and encourage them.
And as a follow up with you guys, do you feel that leadership from him, that from a faith side of things?
Definitely.
Always.
Definitely.
Yeah. Does that mean a lot to you as a player to play for somebody like that? That's grounded and balanced.
Yeah. With that main priority.
Yeah.
Now you coached Franklin Parish. How many years you been coaching?
This is my 18th year.
Wow. So how has the game changed?
Well, it's not quite as physical as it used to be, but I understand that because it's player safety, and I definitely get that. Used to, if it was 115 degrees outside, we were practicing.
Right.
Now, we're trying to find a shade tree or something, getting water breaks every 10 minutes. Whenever I was playing it, you might get 2 water breaks at a practice, maybe. But that's something that I put a high priority on, is taking care of my players. And making sure that I tell them, look, if you need water, get water. It's not any designated water breaks. We try to take care of the kids, and I think that's one way the game's changed a lot. It's definitely getting more wide open. A lot of high scoring offenses.
Not that cloud of dust anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to look for those explosive plays. And ours usually comes from the running game, but we have been on to hit a pass or two every now and then.
Yeah. So, ask all 3 of you playing Faraday and Vidalia this year. How exciting is that?
Oof. getting chills just thinking about it.
That's awesome.
You know, I went to school at Vidalia since first grade, and I always dreamed of playing on their field. So I thought I'd get that opportunity too, but you know, they had to switch. But
Yeah.
man, I've been waiting for it. It's not.
Playing at Charity, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it will be, but I think we can definitely handle it. So.
I know y'all can handle it. Y'all definitely don't back down from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Braden? You excited about it?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, but it sucks that this is the only year we're getting to play them. We haven't
Yeah.
gotten to play them before.
Right.
So now this one is for all the marbles.
Yeah. Coach?
Yeah, it's long overdue. Long overdue. You know, we've been talking about this, you know, ever since I got to DC, you know, talking about why are these teams, you know, only a few miles apart and we're not playing. You know, there's a buzz in the community right now, you know, about the games. You know, the kids are excited, the adults are excited, everybody's excited about it, and you know, I think it's good for the community.
Absolutely.
You know, I respect Vidalia and I respect Faraday. You know, they've done a great job with their programs, and Josh and Coach Johnson and Devontae, and you know, those guys do a great job, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and really competitive. So.
And my last question for you guys, and then I'll pass it back to Joey. And but we did this last week with the Natchez guys, and it was kind of fun. So, what I want you, the two player, I want you guys to put on your analyst hat for a minute. I want you to break down his game, and you to break down his game. It was a start here.
Oh, that's a tough one. But
what's your scouting report?
I mean, he's good. He throws good. He studies a lot, knows the playbook really well, really tough. You don't think he don't look like he could run the ball that hard, but he does.
Surprise you, hit you harder.
He was surprised you. Shifty, everything.
Yeah,
I'd have to say the same about Braden. You know, he lacks in weight, but he don't lack in fear. You know, he's coming down hard, and he'll hit you, and you will feel it. He went easy on me one day at practice. He took it easy on me one day at practice, but he still caught me a little bit. He was still sending that message, but yeah, he's always going to fill a gap.
Got to remind him of that.
So if you had to explain this game with one word, what would you say?
Just toughness.
Toughness. Well, how about you?
Same thing, toughness.
Same thing, toughness.
I think that's our main team thing is trying to be as tough as we can, you know.
And you would explain, is that the word that you would use to, one word to explain the whole team?
Ooh, one word's tough. I'd say heart.
Heart.
You know, I think, you know, this team has a lot of heart. You know, no matter what the score is, these guys are going to fight. You know, they're going to go to battle for each other, and you know, that's what I like to see.
Yeah. And real quick before I pass it, Joey, who are some guys that we can expect a lot out of this year? And I don't want you to leave anybody out, but who are some guys off the top of your head that you're expecting some big roles from this year?
Ooh, all of our seniors. You know, I'm really expecting a lot out of those guys. You know, like I said, they've been in the system for so long now. You know, I'm putting a lot on their shoulders. You know, I think that they're going to be the ones who carry the team. You know, we've got some underclassmen who are going to step up, but
yeah,
really the senior leadership is going to be a big deal.
Last year, first year select, is that right? So how big a difference has that been?
Well, without going into politics,
Go ahead, please. I'll do it.
You know, it's tough whenever you are labeled a select team, but you're not able to selectively enroll your kids. You know, but at the same time, you know, there's only one champion at the end of the year in each division, so you know you're going to have to go through some tough teams. It doesn't matter what you're in, select or non-select. You know, so you know we try not to worry about the things we can't control and just worry about those things that we can. And those guys, these guys do a great job of that.
One other thing, I know you've been talking big about the off-season weight program. How important is that to the program?
Oh, it's so beneficial for these guys. You know, not only do they build muscle, but you know they bond as a team. They build team chemistry. You know, seeing that guy work hard beside you or work hard in your group, you know, that encourages you and lets you know that whenever you're on the field on Friday night, that same guy is going to go to battle for you.
Awesome.
So yeah, the off season's super important to us.
And you guys have, before we get out of here, you guys have somebody that helps us with the stuff that we do.
Right.
You got Shannon over there. So I guess my last question would be, how mean is Miss Doré? Like,
She's scary.
on a level of 1 to 10, how mean is she?
Me personally, I've never experienced it, but I've heard some stories.
She's gonna get on to me for this one.
We love Miss Doré.
Yeah.
We're blessed to have her.
Yeah.
Shannon, you have my back on the hair. I got your back here.
No, we love having her help us out with the Miss Lou Champion stuff, and she does a lot to try to spread positivity wherever she's at.
Absolutely.
And we're glad to have her, and we're glad to have you guys in here. I know you guys got you got a game tonight, so you got a lot to do today. So be a busy day for you, but we appreciate you taking a little bit of time to visit with us this morning. A couple of knuckleheads like us.
We enjoyed it.
Thank y'all.
It's great.
All right.
Appreciate y'all having us.
Yeah, good luck this season, and we'll be following y'all. Open door. We'll have you in whenever you want to talk, and we'll see you guys again before the season's over.
Sounds good.
So we'll be right back to wrap up the show, and we'll see you guys in just a minute.
Hi, it's Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. If you like what we're doing, be sure to follow, like, share, and even comment on all our content. Also, visit MissLouChampions.com to sign up for our newsletter and to receive other information, as well as the opportunity to receive some awesome prizes. Thank you, Miss Lou, for your continued support, and as always, have a champion day. Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you, and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
We want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you.
All right, guys. We are back. Dustin is telling us to get back to work, so we are back. Man, I tell you what, I really enjoyed that segment with Coach Wheeler, Will Wiley, and Braden Fairbanks. A couple of seemingly outstanding young men,
Mm-hmm.
and a great leader. I think Coach Wheeler is. You know, I really appreciated the stuff that he said about his faith and all of that. I'm glad that we got to talk about that.
Yes, indeed.
And he gave us a little insight to behind the scenes, the practice with the music playing and the praying and all of that. I mean, that's nice to hear.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
You're right. Not enough of that nowadays.
Yeah, that's right. So what did you think? Anything jump out to you?
Yeah, I was
Anything like
impressed with both young men, and you can tell they're so focused and ready to play. And I enjoy them talking about playing Faraday and Vidalia. You can tell that's big for them. And
yeah, it is. You could really tell that both of them are excited about that. And Coach is right. Like, why haven't we been doing that? And I know there's reasons. I'm not blaming anybody. Who knows? That's something I don't know anything about it. But yeah, I mean, that's something that I think when you can get kids excited about something, that's a win.
that's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I mean, financially, you know, you got a road game right down the street. How much does that save you?
Yeah.
And the gate.
Yeah, and the gate, keeping all that money in the parish, keeping all that
That's right.
enthusiasm in the parish.
That's right.
So, so what do we have tonight? It feels weird doing it on a Friday because we're somewhere like that. So tonight, what do we have coming up?
Well, couple of road trips. Cathedral's on the road. They go to St. Al, and AC is going to Jackson Prep. That's going to, I think they beat him by 24-12 last year, Prep did. So be interesting to see how they do this year. And a bunch of jamborees going on, and everybody starts up for real next week.
Yeah, next week we'll have Vidalia and Faraday
Correct
on, and
that'll be fun.
Yeah, we might get it stirred up a little bit. My Vikings, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. That's gonna be a fun game. And again, you said the Cathedral softball that this coming up Tuesday.
Yeah, pack the park.
Pack the park.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully they can have a good turnout.
Yeah. Them and AC, we're still, I know it's football season, but we haven't forgot about you guys. We're still following the softball teams and pulling for you guys. And AC's doing some good things.
They are. They're really, Savannah's doing a great job there. Really turned that around.
Yeah. So anything else that we got that we want to hit before we get out of here?
I think that's it, brother.
Okay. Again, the casino, Magnolia Bluff Casino, if you're interested in becoming a table games dealer, they're offering a free dealer training class to cover blackjack, Texas Hold'em, and more. Just call Alan Carter at 601-597-0018. Must be 21 years of age or older. Visit our friends Sango GMC, Concordia Sentinel, Gregg, Bed, Hicks, Chicks, all the whole crew that helps us do what we do. Without those guys, we can't do what we do. Thank you guys for watching. As always, our numbers are just, I don't know what's happening, but our numbers are growing so fast. And
you can have this hats all the way.
We're appreciative of our partners and our viewers because our numbers are growing. So thank you guys out there. God bless everybody out there. And as always, have a champion day.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you, and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Miss Lou since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today.
Playtime, game time. Anytime is a good time at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. Play to win our Magnolia Money Explosion giveaways and our $12,000 Summer Cash Splash Grand Prize. Win your share of $200,000 this summer at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. It's always a good time. Visit MagnoliaBluffsCasino.com.